Start that up. All right, Bo. It's on you, buddy. What do you got? Where are we?
Well, okay. You're.
Sorry.
Where are we at, buddy?
Where are we doing?
All right. So you guys were checking out the living pods. You split into two groups, and there was 8 different hallways leading down to several chambers on both the left and right-hand side. As you open up these small rooms containing a bed, like a nightstand, and a shower, all roughly the exact same configuration. Efficient living spaces in the facility for a dense population. You begin opening the doors one by one, checking to see if you can't find identity cards. Stanley and Varel, you find one more card throughout your searches, spending the next 10 or 20 minutes in the quiet purple mist. You find the key card belonging to, a Bobby Bees.
Bobby Bees.
Yeah, and Bobby Bees looks just like a Seth Rogen looking kind of guy.
Okay.
All right. Hope and Nash, your search, as you begin opening up the rooms, you don't find any skeletons until you happen upon one that you open up, whoosh, and you see that there's a skeleton floating in the middle of the room. And this room is glowing a little bright because there's a pair of underwear on the skeleton, and it has these boxes on them, and there's sort of panels, and there's these fans, and you hear coming from the underwear as the skeleton floats in the room. Now the panels are black, but then they have these red slits in them, and it kind of looks like there's fans blowing in the slits on the underwear. He also has a key card dangling from him.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. Something tells me if we just grab the card, that's wrong. Something's gonna.
You mean we shouldn't just grab the key card and get out?
I'm worried that'll set something off. Just we have to be careful.
Something interesting about the skeleton is that the skeleton head, as you scrutinize a little further, not human shaped. It has like almost a Worf-like, like a Klingon-like grating on the top of it, and there's these weird horns, that sort of very small, tiny ones that grow out of the top of it. And you notice that its fingers are elongated. But it's floating in the middle of the room with this underwear on, and the underwear itself is not rotted at all. It looks brand spanking new. It's clean, and it's distinct as you look at this floating skeleton.
Well, I guess I'll give it a shot. And Hope's gonna go try and grab a key card.
Okay, you go to snatch the key card, and you're able to take it off quite easily. And as you take a look at it, you see it's not a picture of a human man, a picture of a demon. And he's got sort of on his shoulders, you can see there's like a lab coat. And he's, green, brown flecked skin, big eyeballs, toothy teeth. And underneath it just says, Dr. Xytli, Xyxtlee.
Dr. Shitley.
And it's Dr. Xytli.
Xytli. How do you spell Xytli?
Xyxtlee.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It might be G-G-T. Xytli.
Sounds like one of yours, Hope.
Maybe. Shall we try the underwear?
Out of context, no, but yes, in this context.
Okay.
All right. Hope will go to remove the underwear.
Okay, you go to remove the underwear, pulling it down around the knees, and then pulling it down on the ankles. And then as soon as you pull it off, the skeleton falls to the ground and breaks into 100 pieces. And you have these underwear in your hand. They look like they're black, but they're tidy whitey style. They're like briefs, right?
Mhm.
Like male briefs, male looking briefs, anyways, with a big elastic at the top. And as you touch them, they feel cool to the touch.
You want to try him on Nash?
Sure, why not? I'm gonna put on his underwear.
All right, you take off your bandages and put on the underwear.
No,
or
I'll
just
put it on.
them
I'll put it
over
on top because I have the cloak on top of bandages. I'll just pull it up on the bandages, like. You ever seen anybody wear
Pull it up,
shorts? Yeah.
You pull up on the bandages and you pull the elastic up and give them a snap. You know the way you do.
Yep. Yep.
Snap them on. You are immediately cooled.
Ooh.
You are like now the recipient of air conditioning.
Air conditioned underwear?
You have air conditioned underwear on.
This is fantastic.
And you notice that you begin floating up off the ground.
Hope.
Nash, you're floating.
Take my hand with your metal arm.
Hope will hold out her metal arm.
I don't want to float away. I mean, do I have control over this bow, or am I just
to
floating?
hold him down.
Am I just floating
Yep.
away?
The underwear now give you a fly speed of 10 feet.
Shut up. Really?
You are air conditioned and you have a fly speed of 10 feet.
Can I control that though?
I don't have a D&D Beyond item made for it, so you just write it in your note.
I'll put in my other possessions.
Air conditioned underwear, fly speed 10 feet.
Oh. AC underwear. Fly speed 10 feet.
Now, you can give it to someone else if you don't want it.
No, these are staying on. I mean, we can fight about them later, but I'm gonna wear
They
them.
might not even come off anymore. They're probably stuck to you from all your dirt.
Yeah, all my dirt and my pus and stuff will keep it solid on me. These sound nice right now. Like in the real world, I want a pair of these.
It's like magical. Like you're air conditioned.
Okay.
You were hot a second ago, and now you're just completely cooled.
All right. I'm down.
All right. So those are the results of your search. Everyone meets back up at the end. You've walked away with two more key cards for a total of 3, and air-conditioned underwear.
We found one.
We found one as well, and Hope will point her thumb at Nash.
Let's just say that down south we're having cooler than normal weather. That's all I'll say about it. I'll rub these in.
Well, you can all see the underwear.
Oh, they can
them
see
on the
it?
outside.
Oh, well, I thought I was wearing
And it's like, it's not just underwear. They have these boxes on them, and there are these fans going, making a very small amount of sound. And everyone.
Wait, so is his cloak like sticking out the bottom of the leg holes and stuff?
I don't think
that?
he put it in his cloak, but you never know with Scott. So, but like,
No, I put
think
it
he's
on
wearing
under it. It's under the cloak. So I don't know
he
if they can
can't
see
be.
it.
You stuffed the cloak into the underwear.
No, I'm saying I put it on
No.
under the cloak. The cloak's on top.
Okay. So yeah, you put it over the bandages. You put your legs through, but you can see it because the cloak is open on the front. You see this like
That's true.
fantastic pair of black briefs.
Yeah. All right, in that case, I'll go, look at these, and I'll kind of traipse around a little bit.
There's like exhaust air shooting out from them. You know the way your computer has an exhaust fan, right? There's like this exhaust stream that's sort of blowing his cloak a little bit.
Stanley, touch them.
No.
Come on.
No.
They're cool. They feel good.
I'm good right where I'm at, Nash. Thank you.
All right, then. Never felt better. Let's do this.
Well, you may not have noticed we are still 1 key card short if we do need each of us to have a key card.
Did you guys find any cool underwear or just the card?
So I'm proposing that we maybe check out one of these other areas, or we can go see what we can accomplish with 3.
Pharrell, you look like you want to say something.
Yeah.
I still wish to visit McDonald.
That is certainly one of the places we can go check.
Let's go there. They may have a card, and even if they don't, This is it's a bit of a relic of the old world. It would be fun to see.
I must admit I am intrigued. I also wish to see how they put oxygen in bars.
All right. Well, are we splitting up again, or are we all going to go together?
Let's go together. No need to split at this point.
Yeah, except to save time, which again is important.
Well, who wants to walk behind me and draft off of my sweet new underwear? That's the question.
Well, Hope is already your accompanying buddy. You've found underwear and great success so far. Why don't you continue to do so?
Fine. So Wayne, if we're splitting up, where are we to go? If you're taking Varel to McDonald's, where are we going?
The oxygen bath.
Okay. Let's go there.
We
All right,
can
so
meet you there, seeing as Varel seems keen on knowing what an oxygen bar is. I wouldn't mind finding out myself, actually.
So Stanley and Hope are going to McDonald's, and the other two are going to Oxygen Bar.
No, Stanley and Varel are going to McDonald's. Hope and Nash are going to Oxygen Bar.
Okay. All right. So you guys walked outside the living pods back to the T junction, going to two separate ways, and you split off in your respective directions. Who wants to go first? Which group?
We can do McDonald's first. Yeah.
All right. Stanley and Varel. Okay. So Stanley and Varel walk down the hallway, and then you enter into this large area, and you see that in the purple mist, there's all these tabletops. Purple mist just covers up. You see tabletops and the tops of back of chairs, and then along a back wall, just like you'd picture a food court, there are these boxes cut into the wall where it appears that there are things behind there. One of them, you see the signs clearly on the top: Crooked, Disgusting, McDonald's, Subway, Manchu Walk on the back.
Manchukuo must be that's a Canadian thing, isn't it? Never heard of it. Manchukuo.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's good. You guys have Sbarro pizza up there? Anyway,
No, I don't never heard of Sparrow Pizza.
Okay.
All right.
I will approach the box and look in.
As you approach the cutout in the back of the wall, which one? Which facility?
The nasty McDonald's.
Okay, so you approach the McDonald's bar and you see that there are these like little box things on the counter, and next to it is this glass container, but it's full of mold. So it's just on the inside, all you just see is green grossness all over. You look beyond that and you see that there are these old machinery, stainless steel, various things that don't make much sense to you. They look like human machines, old, decrepit, dirty. As you peer in, you notice that there's a chair farther back into the area, and there's a skeleton sitting in the chair.
Does he have a key card?
Can't see from this vantage point.
I'll hop the table or the counter.
All right, you leap over the counter and make your way back, and you see these weird contraptions and no idea what they are. And you turn the skeleton in the chair, and as you turn it, the jaw just sort of falls to the ground and hits it. And you see there's indeed a key card on there. A young human man.
I'll take it and read it.
All right, the name that you see on there is Ricky Julian.
Ricky Julian.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, take the key card.
Yep.
All right, add the Ricky Julian key card to your inventory.
Well,
found
what
the key
did you think of your first trip to McDonald's, Varel?
I'm disappointed.
Me too. So the oxygen bar, then.
As you go to leave, you notice that there's a closed cupboard of some kind. Has these bottles in them of liquid.
I will go over to the cupboard.
It's a weird cupboard. The door is made entirely of glass, and on the inside you see shelves upon shelves of these bottles. Some of them have this weird red labeling that's very faded over it. Others are green.
I'll crack open the door and take a sniff of the air inside.
Take a sniff of the air and it smells old and musty. Warm inside.
Grab one of the bottles.
Okay, you take one of the bottles. The liquid it's still liquid in there. Amazingly enough. You don't know from how old or how long it's been in here, but you grab one of the brown bottles into your hand, turn the label, and in a very weird font it says Coca-Cola on it. Enjoy.
Stanley, this bottle requests my enjoyment.
What do you suppose it is?
Perhaps a potion of joy.
I'm not sure I would recommend actually consuming anything down here.
That is good advice. Perhaps we can keep this potion of joy for one of Nash's fits.
Yes, we should definitely feed it to Nash. Actually.
Very well.
Nash might know what it is.
I will entrust to you this bottle of joy and Ricky Julian's key card.
Alright, I will open up the pack, put in the Coke, hold on to the ID card.
All right, perfect. Anything else you'd like to do in the food court?
I don't think so.
We'll catch up to the group.
All right, so now we
Catch up.
move to Hope and Nash, who are making their way down the hallway. And it opens up into this large bar-like area, which, you know, you're familiar with bars, still have them in this day and age. Looks like a lounge. There's mist everywhere, so it's hard to see the tables. You just see the tabletops. They're made of a nice wood finish. Still, after all these years, look like in good shape. There's an area where there's alcohol bottles lined up all on the backside of the bar. There's a jukebox in the corner. There's like a little stage area that you can tell, even through the mist, you can tell it's a stage area because of the curtains that are behind it. Even though they're shredded and aged, you can make all this out from the room. Now, at the bar area, there appears to be oxygen masks sort of hooked into little spots all along the bar.
Hope's gonna go to the thing of alcohol and she's gonna grab 4 big bottles and put them in her bag.
She knows what those
Okay. Any in particular you're looking for?
Whiskey.
All right. Don't know the big whiskey brand. What is it? Canadian. It's Canadian, right? There's a Canadian whiskey.
The
one called,
brown.
like,
We'll go. How about this? We go with the
Oh,
brown.
Crown Royal. Is it
colors.
Crown Royal? Crown Royal's a whiskey,
All
right?
Canadian.
No.
are.
I
No,
don't know.
Crown Royal's wait.
It's
I
not
don't
a
know what
whiskey.
that
It's
is.
a liqueur, I think.
You could do Jack Daniels. It says Jack Daniels on it.
There we go.
Jack Daniels whiskey?
Yeah. The one guy who's never drank anything in his life, I'll just go ahead and tell you what the alcoholic beverages are.
I forget what they're called. You just kind of drink it. All right. You get 4 bottles of whiskey and put them into your pack.
And then she'll kind of glance around and see if there may be key cards.
Okay. You have a look around, and it's hard to tell if anything's on the ground because of the purple mist. So I don't know if you want to go delving into the purple mist, but you don't see any skeletons around.
So, Nash, in the past, did people sniff oxygen?
This one is a mystery to me. I don't understand what this would be for.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't have that muted. Peanuts.
Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines has never seen these apparatus. I wonder if they work.
That's it then.
Maybe they work. Should we try them?
I mean, you can try one.
I want to try one of them, Bo.
Okay. So what it looks like is you take the oxygen mask and there's a strap that you put on the back of your head and fix it to your face.
Yep. I'll fumble with that.
All right, so you do that. All right, and there appears to be some buttons and a little slot where you have to put like coinage in.
Does anyone have old world currency? A coin, perhaps.
No, but maybe there's a switch back here. And I'll start looking behind the bar to see if maybe there's something that turns on.
Okay, investigation check.
Seven.
All right, you look through down below and have to kneel into the mist a little bit. And as you examine, you see a face of a skeleton.
Ah! Okay.
And you notice it's wearing a key card.
Oh! Found one! And I'll grab it.
All right, and this is for a beautiful young woman named Tara Mebat.
I say,
What?
I said, what's her name?
Tara Mebat.
What's her name over? What's her name?
Oh! It's a Terra Mebat.
Did you find the button?
What?
Did you find a button?
Button. I'll get back to looking for a button.
You get back to looking for a button, and you look through, and you notice that there's like a screen back there that's actually faintly glowing on. There's a request for credentials there, and next to it is a little scanning device.
Oh, shoot. I'll take her key card and I'll hold it up to the scanner.
Okay, take the key card and hold it up to the scanner, and then the screen changes, and then it shows a picture of the bar and all the oxygen masks in the facilities. Doesn't really have any instructions as to what to do with it.
I'll touch the one that's on Nash's face.
Okay, a little context menu comes up. It says activate, deactivate, report.
Oh, Hope will hold up a metallic thumbs up, and then she'll hit activate.
Sweet. And you hear the sound go, brrrr, and immediately as you get up and look at Nash, this brown mist starts coming out of the oxygen mask. I need you to roll a Constitution save,
shit.
Scott.
of freaking course I do. Okay.
I love that right
dang it.
before this happened, he gets a big thumbs up. Good to go.
Sorry, did you say Constitution?
Yes, please.
That would be a 12.
Okay. You're now poisoned.
What? With what? What am I poisoned with?
I don't know, but whatever's coming through the oxygen mask is not oxygen. It stinks. It smells like brine. It's just horrifying, and you're breathing it in and beginning to suffocate because it's not oxygen.
Oh! Nash, I'm sorry. And she'll hit deactivate.
I'll tear it off my head and go, ugh.
All right, so mark that you're now poisoned.
I've never done that.
And that means you suffer disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks for now.
Great.
You take damage every now and then. So,
Wait, where do I? Is there a thing built into this or no? I've never done.
I think you just have to. You can write it under conditions on your character sheet.
Yeah, if you
On
click
the-
conditions, you can add an active condition.
Okay.
You're currently poisoned,
Oh, there we go. Poison.
and you take 6 points of damage.
All right. Take 6. Okay.
You're not sure
Poison.
what it was, but it was very pungent, very gross, and now you can't. You're like
Okay.
got mucousy coughing.
Well, that was brilliant.
And on that note, Varel and Stanley walk into the bar. You just see Nash with a gas mask on his face, and he's just like brown mist coming out of the sides.
All right.
What exactly are you doing, Nash?
I just wanted to try it. We thought maybe it was something good. It would give us a. I don't know what we thought. I just thought I would try it. But now I can tell you with some authority. Don't put the masks on or breathe in the poo mist. It's bad.
Stanley's gonna just look over at Varel and say, "Oxygen, not even once."
Noted. We found a key card.
We did too.
So did we. I should say hope. And how many? That's 5 cards now?
Yep.
Whoa. All right.
We are prepared.
Can I have one for my little hand?
Hope will hand over Tara's card.
Sweet. I'm going to just tuck it over here. My little hand will come out of the cloak, grab it, pull it back in. Hold on to it.
We still have not inspected the spagium.
I'm sorry.
The what?
The spagium and massage.
The spagium.
Oh, the spa and gym and massage.
Oh.
There are 3 things.
The spagium.
I mean, look, we can definitely go and do this. Do we think it's necessary?
We should get inside as quickly as possible if the little girl's in there.
Are we in a hurry?
They're trying to summon a demon into her body, and if he takes hold, then we can't get rid of him.
I believe the stakes were set at the actual end of the world level. Maybe we can check out the spa, gym, and massage once that has been averted.
If we wish to hurry, we should have put the machine at full. We should have broke down the door and not looked for key cards.
You're not necessarily wrong, Varel, but if we all die in the process, then haste is silly at that point. We need a necessary amount of caution mixed with a needed amount of speed. We've got our cards, we can get through, we can see how this goes, and then we can go from there. If need be, we can break down every door afterwards.
Just let me know when.
All right, let's start making our way back to the security checkpoint. We don't even know if this is going to work.
Okay. With some urgency, you begin making your way back to the security checkpoint. As you make your way back to the reception center, or the welcome center, you notice the mist has risen a little bit and is now up to your chest. You cut across the room, headed towards the security checkpoint, but your visibility is very low as the mist surrounds. You
If we put Nash in first, does his underwear clear the way?
It is true. That's a good point. Around Nash, the mist sort of swirls a little more intensely where he goes.
Does it disperse it at all, or just kind of blows it around?
No, there's not so much of it that it just blows around.
Okay.
All right, back to security.
All right. So you make your way past the reception desk. Where you think it is, you can see geographically by looking at the ceilings where you're going. Move to that hallway, enter back into the security checkpoint. You can't really see in front of you that much, but as you get close, the light overhead comes on and you hear the voice. Please present your security credentials to the security professional at the desk.
Sure. Varel, you want to go first?
Hand me a card.
Why don't we give him the demon-looking one, just in case?
Oh, yeah, we could do that. All right, and I'll hand over the doctor.
All right.
Okay.
I will hold my doctor card.
All right. Present it to the security panel for scanning.
Present it to the security panel.
You hear, and then the door opens. Welcome back, Dr. Gently.
Thank you.
Please proceed through the next stage of security screening.
All right, I'll start entering the door.
All right. The door closes behind you immediately. And you're now in this hallway where there's no mist. And there's mirrors on either side of you and a door on the other end. And then the light begins to flash. And you hear as a laser light sort of scans you from top to bottom. The door then opens. Please proceed to the exit.
All right, I'll proceed to the exit.
You proceed to the exit and get out on the other side, and you're now still in an area where the mist is intense and up to your chest.
All right, I'll look back to the group. Thumbs up.
Yeah, you can see them through plexiglass.
All right. Who's next going through?
I'll go. And I'll go through, and I'll reach up.
Which ID are you going to be using?
I have this one, and my little hand pops out, hands me the card. I hold it down with my regular hand. What was her name on there? I forgot.
Tara.
Tara. I'm Tara.
Okay, so you scan. The voice goes, "Please present it to the security panel for scanning." The scan's open, and the door opens to the little chamber.
All right, I'm in.
The same process happens, and it says, "Thank you. Please make your way to the exit," and you're allowed to go through.
Okay.
You next,
I'll-
Stanley?
Hang out with
I'll go
Varel.
next. I'll use the Bobby B's ID.
Okay.
I'll be sure to grab the Estefan badge before.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give Hope the Estefan Borghetti.
All right. So you do the same process, Stanley. It asks you to scan at the door. You scan it. It opens up. You walk in. You're scanned, and then it says, "Please make your way to the exit," and you make it through with that event. Lastly is Hope.
All right, scan the card and I'll walk into the room.
All right. So you go. It says, "Please present your card to the security panel." You
All right.
present it to the security panel, and it scans it, and you're "Bah." Card reading error. Please clearly present your card to the control panel.
All right, I'll hold it up again.
Bah.
Shit.
We are unable to read your card. Please contact reception for assistance on obtaining a new card.
Am I able to go back through? Is there a way to clearly go back through?
No.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Oh.
That's bad.
Okay. So I'll look at the card. Is it just a plastic thing? Does it look like there are any
Do you have
dents?
the other card?
I think I have it. The Ricky Julian one.
Oh, so you wanted to go back through to do it. You might be able to toss it over the security checkpoint and get it to her. Like, because there's plexiglass, but it's like there's a space over top where you might be able to.
Could a
Fire it
mage
over.
hand float over the top of it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
I'm gonna have the mage hand appear and take the little Ricky Julian card and hover its way over and drop it
Okay.
down to Hope.
All right,
All right.
cool.
So you get the Ricky Julian card, and there's like this teenager. I was like, this picture.
I'll shake my head as I scan it.
You scan it, and you hear "Breer, breer, 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 breer," and the whole room lights up with red. Please do not move. Security is dispatched and on the way. Breer, 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 and these 4 turrets come out of the ceiling and point themselves at you. But 2 of them just fall to the ground and just break. There's 2 left. There's just 2 left. Please do not move. Put your hands in the air and wait for security to detain you. There's this loud sirens going.
We can't get in there.
I'll move my arm slowly and see if it causes a reaction.
It does. The guns sort of.
Oh,
Please do not move, or we will open fire.
freeze.
Nope, the firing didn't happen yet.
Sorry, wrong one.
Dodged him. The somersault.
Warning shot.
Oops.
How much of the gap was there, Bo?
Yeah, it's like
Would-
maybe like a foot from the ceiling to the top of the walls, as these are cordoned off security section.
So diplomacy would be able to float over there if need be.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna pull out the sword, whisper parlay, and send diplomacy to go and aim at one of the turrets.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have the mage hand move up and grab the barrel of another turret.
Can they do that simultaneously?
Well, bonus action for diplomacy and
Okay.
action for mage hand. So I think
All right.
so.
Okay, so make an attack roll with diplomacy.
Oh, I wasn't necessarily gonna attack yet. I was gonna try and get the like Luke Skywalker nod from Hope first.
Okay, so just putting them in position.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. You float the hand and the sword up over the baffling steel walls for this space over top, and then sort of aim them close and hope you see this.
Okay, cool. I'll give that nod.
All right. So the mage hand is going to try to forcibly push the barrel of the one gun at the other gun,
Okay.
and then diplomacy is going to. That will be the first action, and then diplomacy is going to strike that gun as well.
The same gun that's also being shot at by the other gun?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Contingency plans in case some of this doesn't work.
Okay. How much strength does your mage hand have?
It can do 10 pounds. But
Okay, so
considering
go-
these things just fell, I don't know, maybe it's
All right, so
maybe
the one
it's
mage
weakened.
hand goes to push the other one and it doesn't move.
crud. Okay, well, diplomacy's still gonna attack.
All right. Very good.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay, so the sword sinks itself into the weapon. How much damage do you do?
It's gonna be 9 points of damage to it.
Okay, it sinks itself in and disrupts it enough, and you hear interference detected. Open fire, and you just hear, and you see the bright lights fly up. Hope, as one gun is about to open fire, it jams and just explodes. There's this loud explosion near the mage hand, and the mage hand goes flying like a floppy little like.
Oh no!
There's this explosion, and the one that John stabs disrupts it enough that the bullets just fly past your head, and it's just like, don't gift that, please. And then
Too late.
that's what I did. Why did I do that? Okay, so it hits the plexiglass and then bounces off the wall, and you can hear it ricocheting 3 or 4 times throughout the room. You're just like, oh shit! And then finally, the firing stops as the sword rips it off and makes it fall to the ground too. There's dust everywhere in the room now.
All right, I'll call diplomacy back to me.
Okay, we call it back to you.
Is there anything on our side? You said there was a computer or something over here, right? That we could see through the window?
Well, there's a plexiglass panel that you can sort of see through a couple of them over to where Hope is.
Hmm.
You could send back one of the other key cards.
Oh, that's a good point.
We just sent Ricky Julian's over for some reason.
Yeah, apparently he's a criminal. We did it. Who would have known?
You know, no one knew.
All right, we will. I'll have the mage hand come back over and run Bobby B's ID over to Hope.
Okay. Mage hand appears in front of you, Hope, with Bobby B's identification.
All right. It's coughing. She'll grab it. She'll hold it up to the.
All right.
Keep
The
it.
door opens up and it says, "Please proceed into the security screening process." And you move in. The
She'll
door
proceed in.
closes, and there's flashes of lights, and the laser scans you. It says, "Several illegal weapons detected." And then the
She's
door won't
gonna
open.
shake her head. and she's gonna kneel down and she's gonna pull out a thing of whiskey and she's gonna open it and just take a drink before capping it back up and putting it back.
You're now stuck in this room, unfortunately.
She's gonna take a second drink. And then she'll
The
put it
rest
up.
of the rest of the party, you notice that the door is not opening.
Morel, do you think you could pull it open?
Would that further the alarms?
At this point, I think we need to just keep everybody together and on the same side. I don't know how else we get her out.
The glass, we could pull on the top of the glass, right? Use a weight.
Are we being careful, or are we in a hurry?
We're in a hurry.
Hurry, then. All right, and I'll start breaking the door.
Okay. Attack roll, please.
20 not natural.
Okay. Are you adding your flame shield to the business or just fists?
It's just fists.
Okay. Damage dice, please.
9 points of damage.
Okay. So hope you just hear a loud boom, boom, and you see Varel's fist break through the metal. It's a large fist. You've now punched a hole into the door.
All right, I'm gonna start bending and working a hole big enough.
Strength check, please.
21.
All right. And you see another second hand come through and just bend the metal of the door into an opening large enough for you to sort of crawl through.
Nice. I will crawl through. Thank you. Oh, I guess that was harder than it needed to be.
Who was the culprit of our key cards?
Ricky, Julian.
Destroy Ricky Julian.
No,
you
hold out the
you
card.
have it. Yeah.
I'll take it and I'll crush it.
Strength check.
10.
You crush it into several pieces.
Punches through a metal door, foiled by a crushing an ID card.
The ID cards and just
Well, you know, you got the credit cards when you're trying to break them. You have to be like, oh, wait, hang on. And
Yep.
Nope.
there we go.
I hate
All right,
breaking those.
I throw it on the ground. But now we have working key cards. That'll service us well for the rest. I have been informed we are in a hurry, and we proceed as such.
Okay. You make your way down the hallway, and then there's a set of stairs. The mist is heavy, so the only reason you can tell there's stairs is because the little sign on the wall that says stairs. As you make your way down the set of stairs, there's railings, and it opens up into an area where you see a subway, a rail car, just parked along a track out into the open.
I walk up to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Is it locked?
It's easy to open. You sort of fiddle at it with your fingers, and you feel that you can open it quite easily.
All right, slide it open.
Yeah, you slide it open, and you enter into the rail car.
Excellent.
There's seats everywhere. And there's no mist inside the rail car. You're able to see clearly now your feet and everything around. Inside the rail car, there are seats and there are skeletons. Many of them, dozens.
Oh,
Does everyone else make their way into the rail car?
Yeah,
Yeah.
come in. Follow him.
I'll make your way into the rail car, and now you're inside, and it's closed off air-wise. It's musty and stinky in here. Smell of death and decay. Outside in the windows, you see mist, and that you're in a tunnel. See the purple mist, and that you're in a tunnel. You're in the middle area of the rail car.
All right. Well, I suppose we're going to need to get this thing moving. But do we have any idea where we're actually going to be taking it?
I mean, Varela pointed out the containment, which is probably as good of a guess as any.
which seems to be off the map, sadly. Somehow we're located in the middle of the facility.
Not sure how we would go about getting to that.
Does this thing have power?
You can't tell from here. but there are emergency lights on. There's red glow inside the subway car.
Maybe one of the laboratories would lead to it.
Could very well. There's also the Gordon Shuttle Bay, as well as a maintenance if we require more power.
What about shipping and receiving?
I mean, if we could do something to get rid of this purple smoke, it would be extremely helpful. That might be maintenance. I don't know how much credit we can give to the actual map itself, but the green line that we saw on the map was at least back in the direction of Kervalan, which is where we know that beam of light was originating from.
To the Tang Data Center, RC Tang.
Slow down and read it again.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said Tang Anus Center.
No, the RC Tang Data Center, or Sentry.
Data Center.
Data, right? Yeah, data.
Data Center.
Which
It's
way
the-
Which way is the train facing, or does it go both ways?
The train appears to move both ways here. If you're judging by the map, it probably slides into this area to pick up and then continue on its path.
Well, all of this is inconsequential if we don't get this thing moving, so why don't we move to the front, see what we can do, and then we can see what our options are as far as the destination goes.
Okay, so you make your way to the front of the subway, or the rail car. You push your way past the skeletons and the seats and the death and decay that are all throughout this rail car. Make your way to a door, and the door is ajar. It's open, so you don't really have to break it open, slide it open. And you notice that, just like with the funicular, there's a panel. It's a red light and a green light and a lever. A lever stuck in the center right now.
If you push forward, we'll go forward. If you pull back, we'll go back.
Thank you, Nash.
I do a little bow.
You're also very cool.
I am cool. My groin is cool. Actually, it affects me all over, right? My whole body is air conditioned, not just my crotch, right?
It keeps your whole body cool, but your groin area is especially cool, given that's where the device is.
Okay.
Hope I crashed the last one of these, and I don't know if it was any fault of mine or simply time. Why don't you go ahead and take the lead when it comes to machines?
Yeah, I can do that. And Hope will go and hit the green button.
Okay. And you hear a clink as it appears to loosen the subway car, and you begin rolling.
Slowly push up the lever.
All right. You push up the lever, and you hear clunk, 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 clunk. And you begin traversing forward towards a direction. Then it comes up to this sort of Y junction, and the rail car, after a few minutes, it reaches the Y junction, turns right. You see a sort of sign on the side, and the walls just appear to be this brick walling all around with gravel on the ground and a rail track below. And you see a sign that says up next, you know, the sign that says Laboratory C, coming soon. The train continues. Do you want to stop at Laboratory C?
I'll start slowing down, yeah, and I'll stop us there just so we can take a look and see if anything looks suspicious. Maybe smoke's coming from it, or
All right,
it goes down.
Yeah. Where did I put these guys? Hang on a sec.
Stairs leading to a sign that says containment.
Uh-oh. All right. Okay. So you pull up close to that section. Sorry, I'm just gonna do something real quick here. I just need to move these to a different way. Okay, so you close in on the area and you hit the brakes and you're as it closes down. The station itself, as you sort of look in, you see again there's lots of purple mist in this area, but everything's crumbled in by rocks. So you just see sort of a platform and then a giant cave in where there are lots of rocks. There doesn't appear on a cursory glance to be anywhere to go at this station.
All right, we press on.
Yeah, I think so. But I think the big thing we're going to have to decide is if we're going to stay on the blue line or get to the red line.
So from what you can tell by the map is that it requires it's a different subway car for the different lines.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the transfer station isn't to like switch tracks or anything.
Transfer station
like
is to get off of one and then to get on a new rail car.
Cool. Well, get us to the transfer station.
You continue along for another, it's a good 5 minutes at this clip, a large compound, as you make your way along. Excuse me. And you make your way to the south transfer station. You see the sign up there, and then it enters into this area. You just see it's the site of a massacre. There's just skeletons all over the place, up on the walls, dangling from the ceiling. And as you slow down the train to take a look, you see that it's a station where you would get off. There's like a little, looks like a corner store that's defunct. There are skeletons everywhere and a second railway to transfer, but no rail car.
So I guess that settles it. We stay blue.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why we should necessarily get off here.
Okay. You continue along, turning to the right as the rail car continues on in this quiet area. At one point, as it turns, you think you see a large shadow of some weird shape and a light behind it, but then it disappears. And you continue on, and you get to the next station, which is called storage.
Cool. I'll slow us down
As
again.
you
Stop it.
slow down, you see that this area, there's a small, it's a very small platform that you would get off on, and this also just caved in massively. There's rocks everywhere. It's filled up. You don't really see a way to get in. No skeletons. Purple mist around here.
All right. I'll keep it going then to shipping and receiving.
Okay. Same story with shipping and receiving. Just to be efficient, you make your way through it. It also looks caved in. You continue on and press on to the Gordon Shuttle Bay. This is the first time you've seen, apart from the South Transfer Station, a platform that is open. As you go to slow down and examine the platform, you notice that there's a light mist. The mist seems to be receded here, and there aren't any skeletons on the platform. And there appears to be a doorway in the back leading off-site to whatever the Gordon Shuttle Bay is.
Well, do
All
we try
right.
this or?
Well, we got to think about where we're headed. I still think that there might be something to the fact that the green line goes back the way we came, back the way of the light and all of that. But then again, I don't know exactly what the Gordon Shuttle Bay is, so if we want to investigate it, we certainly can, but it does potentially lose us a lot of time. What do you think, Varel?
I think this place tells a story. I think we should find out that story before we go poking our nose in anywhere.
Is that a vote for continuing forward or stopping here?
We should find a place of authority. Perhaps administration.
Nash, what are your thoughts?
I'm inclined to agree with Varel.
All right. Push
All right.
forward.
Move it forward.
All right. Bum, 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 as you rush past the Gordon Shuttle Bay and come up upon Laboratories A. Now, this facility, also the platform seems to be wide open. As you approach this facility, this platform, this subway station, you notice that along the walls, purple and blue crystals begin to form along the sides of the walls. And as you run close to the subway station, you notice that the entranceway has all this mineral growth on the ceiling and floors leading into the laboratories. And as you approach the crystals, they seem to hum. In the background, over the top of the subway, you hear a hum. And it looks like the crystals agitate a little bit as the subway car roars on by. Do you wish to stop or continue on?
What's the story with this one, Varel?
Crystals are caused by mineral buildup. There's a leak here. I believe this place to be toxic. We move on.
But what if this is where the smoke is coming from?
Then we shall find that out at
Al-
administration. Yes.
Also, Varel, naturally forming crystals don't make this sound. This is ethereal, otherworldly, not normal.
That is your department.
That's your Walmart.
I don't want to do anything the team doesn't want to do, but there could be something of value here. Of course, we are in a
Let's
hurry.
make a note of it for now, and we can always come back if need be.
Okay,
Okay.
press forward.
All right, you press forward along the subway and you get to Laboratories B. Now, this is sort of a combo station. As you approach it, you notice that on the left side, the entrance to the Laboratories B would be there, but it's caved in, just like a lot of the other places. It's just broken in, rocks everywhere. It doesn't look like there's anything on that side of the platform. You do see on the other side, it's empty, no corpses of any kind, and no mist of any kind. And you notice there's a transfer station where there should be a rail car leading down this green line, but there's no rail car down that line. But there's no mist here either.
Did the mist just kind of fade out, or did it suddenly
Yeah, just
stop?
begin to dissipate before you know it. As you approach the station, it just appeared to be clear.
Okay. Well, to administration then?
Proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Administration.
The train continues on along its path, and as you get close to it, you notice that the mist begins appearing back into the subway corridor. And as you approach administration, you notice that, similarly to a lot of other locations, it's caved in and closed. It's filled with rocks. There's no platform. Just the remnants of some of the pieces of platform there that you can see in the sign that says administration.
All right,
That
well,
leaves-
press onward.
One other stop, then we can make an informed decision from there.
And so it's a short little stop to the next one, which is labeled Executive Offices. And as you approach this platform, you see that this area is not caved in. In fact, it looks hardly untouched at all. Apart from the red lighting that's filling up the area, this emergency lighting in the room, you notice that there are pillars that sort of hold up the ceiling, and there's these chairs everywhere, and an entrance towards the back that leads to the executive offices. And as you bring the train to a halt, there's a quietness to the area.
I will exit.
Right, you step out onto the platform.
Varel's ready. He's gonna get to the bottom of this mystery.
You step out onto the platform and notice that the air in this area is quite warm. Very hot. A purple mist, again, not too heavy here, down to about your ankles. Just a small amount of mist. It's quiet, hot. No enemy assailants.
How does it seem, Varel? Is this where we're headed?
It is warm, but otherwise seems untouched by whatever cataclysm hit this place.
So we proceed?
I believe so. It's a place of authority.
Yeah, we're here now. We might as well check it out. At the very least, we cross one more thing off of the potential places to go.
Okay, so you make your way towards the back of the room, the platform, and see that there are doors there. As you approach the doors just go and open up. And you see a long carpeted hallway before you.
All right. I'll lead us down it.
Okay.
Oh, get another map.
You're now in a darkened area. It's deadly quiet, and the hallway leads down before you. Let me reveal some areas that you would definitely be able to see. You can see all the way down this long hallway here. You guys see okay?
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong zone, but I'm sure I can figure it out. I need to back out, so. Yep, I see it now.
A long hallway. There are red lights sort of glowing the passage. You
They
see
seem
it
to
before you.
be emanating from doorways, or is there something on the wall that's giving off
No,
the
there's
light?
these little red lights on the ceiling
Okay.
that are glowing at various spots within this area.
All right. I would like to proceed quickly, but purposefully,
Mm-hmm.
to the first door here, at the door edge.
Okay, and you want to peer around the corner.
Yeah,
You want to do it stealthily.
I do.
Okay, so roll a stealth check, please.
All right. Before I go sticking my head out around the corner, I will use my advantage from the prismatic scales to turn myself the color of the metal wall.
Gotcha. Okay, so then you're at your stealth advantage then when making your stealth check.
A 24 for my head going around that corner.
Okay, 24. All right, so you peer around the corner, and you see a long hallway.
Other direction?
And you take a quick glance down the other direction. Sorry, it takes me a bit of time to reveal these things accurately. See another passage heading down the right.
Whisper back to the group, it seems we have many doors.
Well, do we clear on our way up? Or do we just march forward?
That'd be safest. Let's do it quickly. Same teams. Left, right. Open doors. Clear the area. Advance.
Sounds good.
Okay. Do you
So
guys
Stanley
wanna
and I will take the right.
Yeah, hope you go in
Okay.
front. There you go.
You move in teams of two, police style, and head. Oh, you want to be careful walking past intersections. Yeah, just that there's a door. Are you guys clearing intersections?
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be your next stop. This would be your next stop.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So stealth rolls from both Hope and Varel, please.
17.
15.
Actually, I'll need stealth rolls from Stanley and Nash too to ensure they're being quiet.
That's a good call. Nash and his amazing underwear.
16 for me. 16 stealth.
Okay. Stanley.
25. It was a natural 20.
Jeez.
Jeez, nice.
All right. So we're gonna reveal the vision for Stanley and Varel first. So you check out. This is like Bomberman.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Totally Bomberman.
I mean, you can see down the hallway here till it ends.
Something really
This map's
familiar about
also
this.
got a lot of detailing. So you can see down either hall. You see red emergency lights. Nothing jumps out of you. Cracks in the floor. Detritus. Hope you see this here. Let's reveal this sort of area as you peer around the corner, and you see. Oh, you don't see anything there yet. So you didn't check that. That's what you see, Hope.
Okay.
Okay. So Varel, do you want to continue clearing with your next move?
Yeah, I'll move us down south to the next doorway, so there's nothing coming from behind us.
Okay. There's a doorway here. I know it's hard to see if there's a doorway.
Oh, I
here.
see it. Yeah, okay.
There's about 5 doorways down that hallway. Okay, so you check that first room and see it's just empty with an old desk in it, some decrepit chairs. Okay, Hope, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move ahead a little bit and stick my head into the hallway that was revealed and see what's at the ends.
Is it at this side here? Like that side?
Yeah.
Okay. You just want to check out all the way down. Make your stealth roll, please.
Yes. Okay, this is gonna be a 21.
And that hallway appears to go to nowhere, curiously enough. And this side over here seems to extend a little farther down as we clear it a little more for you.
Cool. I'll shift in and then peer into the doorway that's in front of me on my left.
Okay, and then another stealth roll.
18.
Okay. Look in, you see another sort of strange-looking office space. There's a desk in the far back with some chairs in it. Another doorway leading off to another area. Burrell, your turn.
All right, I will check out the door on my left.
Mm-hmm. Stealth roll, please.
8.
Okay, you open up that area and see that there's a office. It's got the desk walls towards the back in an L shape, chairs. Nothing special in this room. It's old and run down.
No papers or machinery.
If there were any papers, they'd long since been rotted and destroyed. Turned into dust.
All right, then I would continue down this way.
All right, and we'll count your stealth roll as continued here. You notice that there's again, empty offices all along this area in this cubicle section as you finish exploring it out. Towards the end of the hall, you take a look, and there appears to be a bathroom in the back. Does anyone have to go to the bathroom?
All right, we'll let Nash know about that.
Wait, a future Nash might float out of it. Be careful. You never know.
All right, Hope, it's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna move close to the doorway and stick my head in to see if I can see what's in the back room of this room we've looked in.
Stealth roll.
I feel like we're on that
9.
level in
All
Dead
right.
Space 2 where you're back on the Ishimura.
Mm-hmm.
There is a real familiar vibe to this tile set. It's kind of freaking me out. I don't know what
So
from
you-
BioShock, maybe something.
You peer down the hallways. Just notice there's more desks, more offices, more rooms.
All right, I'll move into the room and then just to make sure and peer into the final room at the end of this collection.
Okay, stealth check, please.
Gonna be a 20.
Okay. Peer into the room and see that it's one of the larger offices, and there's a doorway to the back leading, you're not sure where.
Cool, I'll head to that doorway to the back and peek in.
As you make your way to the door, everyone hears the sound of something falling and hitting the ground and going as it echoes through the hallways.
Can we tell where it came from?
No. To the north, maybe?
Couldn't find anything. It's taking too
I
It's
would
the sound
like
of
to-
like a shelving falling over something, just like a loud.
I would like to run back into the edge of the main tunnel and look up north.
All right. You've run quickly, but you're making your heavy footsteps are going. So you're making noise now by running. Peer to the north. Look down. Do it stealthy style so you don't get seen. Make a roll.
19.
Okay. You peer around the corner with an eyeball. Take a look down. See nothing. Bring your head back in.
I'll hold. Keep watching.
Now, Hope, as you sit still and peer around the corner. So, Nash, you were still in that hallway, so let's leave you in that hallway for now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the trouble with the map is you guys move around. I can't keep up with where everyone is and the way I'm plotting things.
It's all good.
You feel a chill in the back of your neck.
My neck?
Nope, Hope does.
Hope's neck. Sorry. She feels my underwear all the way over there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Weird but refreshing.
The windy briefs.
Feel chill in the back of your neck.
Before even looking around the corner?
Well, as you look around the corner, you feel as though something's behind you.
I'm just gonna keep looking around the corner then.
All right, you keep looking around the corner, and you feel something wrap itself around your head.
I'll start making.
And tentacles spring out in front of your face and begin closing in on top of you.
Oh.
And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
dude.
gosh!
Oh.
No!
Can any of us tell? Did this happen? Well, I guess I can't. I gotta wait until next week. Sorry.
Okay, we kind of didn't do it in proper turn order, so it's always hard. Like I'm like, okay, here's where the thing's gonna happen, and then Nash is like moves his token in, and I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense.
Well, what sometimes happens is I won't move it on, then you guys will go, Nash, you're way back in the 8th room behind us. Like, I'm just trying to keep
It's
up.
true.
Is all.
It's true. It's yeah. So if we're not doing proper turn order, it's easy to be disorganized, and it throws me.
Wow.
So.
All right. Tentacles.
Anyways, turn order
Nice.
next week.
I can't
Gotta
wait for
get a Terminator brain.
tentacle resolution. Is what that'll be. Awesome. Oh my gosh, well done. That's going to do it for There Will Be Dungeons. Don't forget, you can support this show and all that we do over at There Will Be Dungeons. There's a little link at therewillbedungeons.com. It lets you support the show. Get some cool swag in the mail. Early bonus shows, that sort of stuff. It's all there, written out in plain old English. Or common, I guess would be the fun way to say it. Go check it out. That's at therewillbedungeons.com. We'll be back next week with the continuing adventures with all of us. Anything missing? Bo, anything else you want to say? You got anything else?
Nope, we'll be back next week, and there's more terrifying beings
There's things to see still.
that await us all.
Yeah, so be ready. We'll be back then. Thank you all for being here. And how come this won't work? And we'll see you next time.
That's what she said.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.